G'day everybody and welcome back for some more Stationeers with my comatose friends TFE. Well, TFE's more... I'm forgetting the term. My comatose friend Capac and my catatonic friend TFE. There we go, I got there. Oh, interesting, the White Knight sits there. Sure. Yes, chat, it will be funny if you guys can manage to convince TFE to use either the combustion deep miner or the combustion centrifuge. However, remember, he's really new to this game. He hasn't played very much, like, maybe don't... maybe don't be too mean to him, even though the explosions will be funny. I would like TFE to actually enjoy himself somewhat. Maybe. Maybe I would, maybe I wouldn't. I don't know. Ding. Give me my baked potato. See, Spin Zone, anyone who ever says to someone who's not played something much, this thing's not hard to use, that just says to me this thing's gonna be hard to use, and it's gonna have something obtuse that you understand because you played a lot, but he won't. Or I won't. Or someone won't. It's kind of like whenever people tell me that programming isn't hard. It's like, yes it is. It is difficult for me. Always was, always will be, I suspect. Now, I've been busy with some stream homework since last week, and I did some stuff around here. First off, I moved everything over to this side, but I also put in an evaporation chamber and a condensation chamber, which I haven't plumbed up yet, but I'm going to soon, and a counterflow heat exchanger. So at the moment, this is full of pure pollutant, nothing more, just pollutant. Because this is, the reason I did this off stream was I've done these systems before, many times. So, just thought I'd do it, and it has so far managed to chill our nitrogen down to 75 degrees Celsius. So, it's getting there, but I think part of the problem is that we've got this coming back through at 23.5 degrees. So this liquid is getting hotter and hotter. My thoughts are, so it's cooler here at -3, but it would be even cooler here if I can get this side to cool down even more. So my options that I thought about doing were attaching a radiator to this, but what I think I'm actually going to do is I'm going to use this setup that I already have here to pressurize, to collect some more pollutant. And I'm going to plug that pollutant into the gas heat exchange connection. And that pollutant is going to be set up with radiators into the world space so that it keeps it cooler. And see if I can get it any cooler than that. So, hopefully stacking that pollutant that's radiated onto this one system might get me there. Although it seems like I'm going backwards because this is now -74.7, so I should probably get onto that rather quickly. I think. So let's start hooking this up again so I can collect more pollutant. I think I'll go like that, and we'll just, yeah, move things along a little bit from where they are right now. Actually, that needs a hand drill, doesn't it? Thank you, Unidentified Flying Cheese, for the 3 gift subs. And thank you, Tony, for the 39 months. And Kenny Mart, thank you for the Prime sub. And Gotsia, thank you for the Prime sub as well. And Fireheart, thank you very much for the 31 months. I'm having an okay day so far. We will see. How long it continues. And thank you, Ashes, for the rainbow unicorn a couple of hours ago. What were you doing here then? And thank you, Ashes, for the 5 gift subs as well. Thank you very much. That timed rather conveniently. It's almost like you planned it. No one would believe I did. Wait, it shouldn't be going up. How much liquids is there in the evaporation chamber for the pollutants? Well, it should be going up, shouldn't it? Because there's nothing in the condensation chamber. So the heat's got nowhere really to go as yet. So I'm not sure how this would... Like, there's probably a bit of bleed from the condensation chamber to something, but this isn't connected yet. So I imagine it's just going to go around and around and around. Thank you, Fireheart! Thank you very much for the 5 gift subs as well. Yeah, no heat exchange line kind of is a problem. Oh. Oh. It'll be fine. Just realized a slight problem with what I'm doing, which is I want gaseous pollutant, and I'm liquefying it. I'm sure it'll be totally, probably fine. What I might do, just to make sure this has something, is I'm going to find... I have a passive vent around here. I do. Good. I'm just going to give this some world air to run against so that it can cool something while I'm waiting. There we go. So that'll hopefully allow it to cool off a little bit. Won't do much, but it might do something. Oh. I'm gonna guess that's gonna be a final event. Thank you, Ashes. Thank you very much for the 999 rainbow unicorns. That is more fun to say than 1,000, so I like that. And Goro Otoro, thank you for the lucky 13 months and the fun name to say.
Ah.
Hello.
No. Oh, why am I dehydrated?
I forgot to water you.
What?
I mean, I remembered while I was doing stuff off stream, when I was doing my, as Shaq put it, stream homework.
Good, I guess.
I mean, yes, that is probably good. Nobody died. So if I just do this, connect these ones up, I can probably set up this joint stream stuff now that someone's actually here to joint stream with. Invite guests, the final event.
But it's been 84 years since someone's used my actual name.
Well, I haven't made it to that episode of SG1 on my rewatch yet. Well, have I? No, No, I haven't been to I don't think I've watched that one yet. Right, let's see if this is cooling down again. Yay! It's dropped below minus 75. Woo! Still got 20 odd degrees to go, but once we get the pollutants sorted, we should have that. So what I'm thinking is, I need to grab this guy. And I'll pipe this through to it. Going that way. And I'll purge all my liquid pollutant into a new gas line that will connect up to where that passive vent is currently. Yeah.
Ah, Sci-Fi Maniac, thanks for the 5 gifts up.
Oh yeah, this will work. This should have enough pollutant to work with off that. And then I'll connect up the radiators once I've done that bit. Once I've got some actual pollutant to connect. Sweet. And I saw that unidentified flying cheese. My desk shall... Oh. My desk shan't go up because my desk appears to not have power to it. What has Charlie done?
At least it isn't the computer this time.
Hang on, I'm going to climb onto my desk. Thanks, Adam Tech. Thank you for the props up. Charlie goes under my... I don't know if you can hear me at the moment. Can you hear me, TFA? I'll take that as no. Well, it's going to reset. It's reset the desk too, which means it's not going to want to go up at any decent pace. It's going to take its... It's going to do its reset thing. Alright. I have to wait till daytime before I can turn this on. I could use my script to do it, but I'll keep connecting things up first. It is very odd to use a mouse and keyboard on a moving platform. Right now it's slightly uncomfortable to sit, but in a moment it's going to be really... It's going to go from that to slightly uncomfortable to stand. No, just not enough pipe. I could probably do this more efficiently.
Hey, I'm being told my power controller is upside down. That's just on brand, isn't it?
Well, I would be curious if you ever put things the right way up in this game. I often do it too. It's a really easy thing to put the wrong way. It's really easy. Okay. We are connected. Let's get the power. So what I'm doing here, for those who are unfamiliar with phase change in Stationeers, is I've got a line of nitrogen here that's pressurized, and I'm trying to cool it down to liquid nitrogen temperatures, which is very, very cold. And I'm trying to do it in a moderately efficient fashion. The easy brute force method would be to just chain a bunch of air conditioners together and cool it down to those cryogenic temperatures just with that. Just pump lots of energy in and you'll get there. Instead, what I'm doing is I am using phase change to attempt to achieve it. And the way that I think I should be able to achieve it is by using this evaporation chamber using pollutant. This evaporation chamber here has, let's get the thingy up, a few liters of pollutant in it, and as that evaporates, it draws in a whole lot of energy, 4.18 kilojoules. So it draws in that energy to turn that liquid pollutant into gaseous pollutant. That gaseous pollutant goes through this line here and into a counterflow heat exchanger, which we'll get to in a minute. The gas then goes into this condensation chamber, where it then gets compressed back into a liquid. Now that, unfortunately, heats it up. To try and limit how much that's going to heat up, I'm currently allowing some of that energy to go into the world space air around me. And we'll soon be putting that into some more pollutant that I can then chill by having radiators connected to it so it can exchange even more. At the moment, it's exchanging 1.8 kilojoules, which is not terrible, but it's not great. It then sends this liquid, which is currently 27.4 degrees, into the counterflow heat exchanger. So the counterflow heat exchanger takes the cold gas and the hot liquid and passes them by each other so that it becomes a hot gas and a cool liquid. So the liquid that comes through here is minus 2.75 Celsius versus the 27, which means that we're evaporating a cooler liquid, allowing us to get even cooler for the nitrogen. So we're down to minus 76.9 degrees Celsius now. And what I need to do come daytime is grab the pollutant out of the air. So there's currently 0.636% pollutant in the air, which is not a lot, but it's enough. And I can grab that from the air by condensing it into this tubing with these two big vents. By condensing it in this tubing, the pollutant, if it's at the right temperature, will be the only thing that condenses into a liquid. And then it will condense across. We'll get pure pollutant in this liquid tanks, which then goes across the floor into this purge valve, which then will convert that liquid back into a gas, so we have pure gaseous pollutant, which then can be used to cool down our condensation chamber, further cooling the nitrogen through a roundabout fashion. But it's too cold at night. If I turn this on at night, the pollutant isn't the only thing that liquefies. The CO2 does. And if I liquefy the CO2, I create myself problems. Many a problem. And so I'm avoiding that this time. Because I've been doing that the last few weeks, and that's why I keep ending up with puddles of CO2.
That does not sound like something you want.
It's not. No. No, it's not ideal. So I might just grab this script and see if I can change it so that it just runs the vents. Because I think it's still set up to run a pump, and I don't want it to run a pump anymore. Yeah, pollutant pump. Oops. That's the one I can get rid of. And confirm. And we will export that. We'll grab that, shove it in the thing, and turn it on. And now that will automatically turn on these two big vents as soon as the temperature is high enough that we liquefy pollutant, but not CO2. And that, in a nutshell, is what I'm doing here. And TFE right now, I believe, is attempting to make an airlock. And I'm deliberately not getting involved so that he can try and figure it out himself. I will get involved if he asks me to, but for the moment, I'm trying to stay out of it.
Guarantee you I've plugged it in the wrong way around. It's...
Okay, we're getting our pollutant. So now I can hook that up. Clear out all this bit. And I'll hook this up. I just need to make sure that I don't pressurize this line so much that it will liquefy in this line. Otherwise, I'm going to have an exchanger to let it go back and forth. What's the advantage to using pure pollutant as your heat dump gas as opposed to just using atmosphere and a drain valve? The advantage is that it actually gets down to the temperatures I need. Anything else wouldn't get cold enough. Because the CO2 will liquefy too quickly and it'll just dump all over the ground. So I may as well use pure pollutant that I can then use radiators on, which will be a lot safer. So this is a 40C now, but as I cool it down by leaving big radiators on it, it should drop. Ideally, the temperature of this working gas should drop down to something minus, well, hopefully nighttime temperatures more, but it'll probably be more like slightly warmer than daytime. So it probably wouldn't freeze the CO2, but if I end up needing to chain these heat exchange things, it makes a lot more sense to have pure pollutant there ready to go. Thank you, Nick. Thank you for the 200 rainbow unicorns. So I figure if I get up to, you know, 2 megapascals, I'm probably good. Where are we at on the pipe? Got half a litre. Plus, I'm also thinking, one thing that might be useful is topping up the pollutant in my other pipes. Once I'm happy with where this is at, I can then also top this up, because this one doesn't really have much. Like, the amount of liquid pollutant down here is only 3.5 litres. It should be higher than that, or it could be higher than that, and it maximizes the efficiency. Has the tank rework update come out yet, or is that still pending? Yeah, it's come out. It was something I was going to do last week, but we had so many power problems that I realized I just needed to put more into that. And I spent most of last week trying to get power sorted because we were so low. I can leave this for a minute. I'll go get my food and water and come back and it should be good. DFE, how are you going with chat bossing you around, telling you what to do?
I feel like I'm doing the equivalent of flipping a USB and constantly getting it wrong.
Yep.
Yay, okay. Yay, the door has power. I might be able to get inside. And it's taking so long that I need to come back to base and drink.
Well, I'll set the airlock to come for you so that you don't have to do that bit and wait for it. See, I have some USB-C cables that actually must have been damaged in some way because they've also managed to become directional. The charger I use for my phone overnight, if I put it in the wrong way around, doesn't work.
It's the worst feeling in the world when you plug something into charge overnight and then in the morning it's just not.
Yeah, it's annoying. Capac's still 30, 30, 50. Good. He's not dying, but he's not getting better. Yeah, there are much better foods than the potato. We might get them soonish, maybe. If I'm planning on, if Capac complains about the food again, when Capac complains about the food again, encouraging him to start setting up a trade station.
Ooh. Base will get even bigger.
Oh, it's got lots of stuff to get bigger with.
Actually, hang on. Didn't you say you need to be airtight, or is that later?
That's later. We can get new seeds and things. We need airtight for the chickens. If we want chickens, it has to be airtight.
Can't just stick them in like a oxygen tank or something.
No, because the trader that comes to deliver the chickens, I think, is a person. My understanding, anyway. I've never actually bought chickens, so we'll find out how wrong I am. We're into the minus 80s. Yes. Minus 81.9 degrees Celsius.
Celsius?
Yeah, why not?
Sure.
Look at that. Almost minus 20 degrees going into into the evaporator. Oh, we're actually getting more liters of liquid now that it's getting cooler. Interesting. Substantially more heat exchange at this end. Now, what pressure did I put this at? 15. Okay. That's not bad. So while the new cryopods aren't loaded with nitrogen yet, are they at least set up enough to use at the end of a session? Nope. Nope. I mean, that wouldn't be hard, but no, they're not set up for that. As yet. Condensation is happening in the pipe. Well, I think it's supposed to. Probably not ideal that it's happening before it even gets to the condenser, but I'm sure it'll be possibly okay. Ew. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that. If this gets a lot colder, that might actually be enough to cause this pipe to burst. Alright, let's turn this off. I think we got enough for now. Oops, I probably don't want to take that out. Turn you off. Turn you off. I think in a moment we'll be ready to just have some radiators put on this. Yeah, Shadow Drake, that's probably a good call. Putting pipe utility kits to increase the volume in here so that the pressure doesn't get too high. Yeah. I might do that in a second. Once I'm sure that this is drained out.
Well, I think I managed to make the slowest airlock of all time.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah. Flow rate is outwards very limited.
Do you want me to come and have a look and you can show me what you've done?
I mean, if you do that, I might actually be able to leave it by the time you arrive. 10 kilopascals. 11. Yeah, this doesn't seem right.
Well, it's probably more about the pressures that you've set rather than anything else.
Well...
Did you set the pressures or did you just use the defaults? Because you can cancel the pressurization phase. Just don't cancel the depressurization phase.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's he got going on? We've got... Got active vent. Oh man, it's doing the... How do I do that? I've forgotten how to do the thing. Stabilizer on.
Oh, my tablet battery is flat. That's not helping.
So we've got active vent into 4 pipe segments and a little thing. We've got active vent into the same on this side. So that's not bad. That's decent design. The choice of glass for the roof is unusual given you see all the cabling.
That's the thing. I want to be able to see it. I can see what
to make sure you've done it right. Yeah, that's fair. I think it's mostly just going to be down to settings that this is slow. Do you want to come back through?
It hasn't finished depressurizing.
No, it has.
Yes?
Yeah, it shows ready to cycle on my end. Cycle depressurize, that's quick. Cycle pressurize. Well, you don't need to pressurize, you're coming outside. So you can cancel that. Good job, TFE. This is a functional airlock.
Hey.
Like, ignoring all the other stuff, this is a functional airlock. Grab your screwdriver and pop it on the side of the console. Put it into, like, whatever the mode is called.
Figure.
Okay, so your external pressures and internal pressures are 101 kPa. What is the current outside pressure?
I don't know because my tablet's flat.
Oh.
I need to go and get a battery.
What does it say on that? That I just put on the floor.
2.1, I think.
Yeah. So is that more or less than what you've set it at?
Less.
Yeah, so set it at that or less for the external.
Up external, okay. Two.
Yep. What's
Oh, it
your
doesn't matter
internal
'cause it's
pressure
outside.
inside it?
Again, no idea.
Did you try and vacuum it out or change the atmosphere makeup in any way?
I don't think so.
So I don't know if we need to do that. They've changed the way that rooms work. We might not need to. We might need to prevent damage. I don't know.
I'll go and get that battery before I forget.
Yeah, you go grab a battery and we'll come back and... I think you've got a perfectly functional and it will be reasonably paced airlock there. I don't think you've got anything wrong. You just needed to know to do those settings. That's why I'm trying to teach you why I pick what settings I do. Like, plenty of people set their airlocks to 0 and 0, so it just creates a big draft of wind every time you go through, but it actually functions quicker. I've been trying to move away from that and make my airlocks able to pressurize quickly at least to half of the internal pressure.
Well, so 0, 0, you basically get the Darth Vader getting out of a shuttle effect.
Yeah.
Oh,
You jerk.
I didn't know if you'll follow me back.
I need to get pipes.
And we've been told Catpack just went live. He hasn't joined us yet in
Yeah,
TeamSpeak.
I'll know when he joins because the game pauses. Catpack has a process. It's not a sensible process. It's not a consistent process, but he has a process. Half tempted to pull him out of the cryotube now just so he wakes up. I'm just really confused.
Do it.
Do we have more pipes on here? No insulated pipes.
Oh, Catpack's at a toasty 35.9 degrees Celsius.
That's a healthy temperature to be at.
Isn't that roughly human internal body temperature? Although it varies quite a bit, obviously.
It's within the healthy range. But more concerning is that that's the current temperature in this room.
Oh yeah, it is. That is a little bit toasty.
Yeah, I might
Again.
need to boost my cooling setup.
It's just Australian temperatures.
I don't know how it got this hot in here. I don't know what's producing all this extra heat that wasn't there.
I haven't been using a welder or something.
Well, it was getting cooler in here the last couple of weeks. So unless Wickus fixed the round windows to now add heat.
We have this many lights before. This one they're only on one side before.
I did only put them on one side, but I've fixed my settings so they don't blow out the light. Is it horrible for you?
That's fine. No, but as in the temperature.
Oh, yeah, it is an extra device, I suppose.
No.
Yeah, the lights could be contributing. They are a power consumer. They do produce some light, some heat, sorry. It's not all of their electricity is converted into, the thing. No. Those saying that I added a whole thing made of glass, the temperature had gone down even when I had that. So, yeah.
What?
What?
What's going on?
You're awake.
No, my cognition is low.
Status normal. I'm getting closer to us having some liquid nitrogen to be able to heal your lungs.
Is his lungs still damaged?
Well, we haven't got the ability to heal them. The pills don't actually heal them properly anymore. They only heal you up to 50%.
I'm just confused why mine aren't damaged, if his are. Or did you knock him out less skillfully?
I knocked him out less skillfully.
Fair enough.
I had a bit of an accident knocking him out where he ended up getting exposed to a bit of vacuum.
Rude.
Wait, go put your clothes on instead of just standing there.
Hey, you're the ones that were watching me sleep.
What? Making sure you're okay.
Yeah, likely story.
That was the soundboard, I'm sure of it.
Oh no, my cam is stuck at game paused. No! Erg! I'm gonna put it on this one. Just so you guys know that my stream is actually running. Oh, this happened yesterday. I think it might be the desk going up and down is doing something. Pulling on a cable or something.
Splitsy's desk is blocking the signal. What how this only happens the moment Capac arrives?
Well, it literally happened the moment Capac arrived.
I did nothing.
Exactly. You failed to do something, clearly.
Dominator, thanks for the prime sub. Where is my... Oh.
That should be good again.
Ah, that was weird.
What was weird?
Well, I ran over here to get my uniform. And I heard a dinging sound, which was the microwave, but everything froze at the same time that it dinged.
Okay. Yeah, that would be a bit weird. Capac may not be driving a truck today, but he might be driving a bus today. Well, he will be.
What?
It's almost like you agreed to this. And are pretending.
I have no memory of this.
Did he agree to this?
He did, yeah.
Oh, yeah, he did.
It was a few days later, and
Yes,
he said,
he thought he'd already
"Oh,
sent
I
a
forgot
message."
that I didn't do this." But yes, we've got liquid nitrogen.
Oh, we do?
Yes. Woo! We have 40 mils.
Wow. How much do we need?
10 liters, at least.
Ah, so we're basically there.
Well, you should be there in a few years.
Well, the fact that it's happening at all means we're getting there, and it will still work. So now I'm gonna again realize that this is in the wrong spot and in the way of what I'm gonna build. So let's move this cupboard. Actually did it. I've actually just gone and done it.
He's done it. Yeah, we're
Thanks for the cheers.
You okay, Capac?
No.
Your voice just went funny.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yes, we need to add Capac to the shared chat.
Oh yeah.
We can poke fun him not reading it.
Almost clicked on Shaq and wasted instead of Capac.
Well, they could join in.
That would be a very confusing shared chat.
Okay. Where? What? Who? Why?
I was thinking convection radiator, but I could use a regular radiator if it's mostly in the shadow, but it's not going to be around here. So we'll use convection.
Right. Need to shoot.
Now, can I get away with this? Does this let me? Yes, it does. Good. Not that it needed to, because I could have done this. Anyway. Might be worth designated one tube as the healing tube. I can see where you're coming from. And yes, I can see why that might be a good idea, but I'm going to try and make them so they're all healing tubes. That's my goal. But yeah, I could set up one as the healing tube just to get Capac healed more quickly.
It's not
Right.
coal.
How do I make my airlock faster so it doesn't take me like 5 minutes for it to pressurize inside?
Set the internal pressure to match, because you've only done the external pressure so far.
Suppose it doesn't need to be oxygenated at the moment. Or at all, really.
No. How much did I end up with after that? Well, that's unfortunate. All of my liquid nitrogen has become gaseous nitrogen at liquid temperatures because the pressure is so low inside that network. Delightful. All right, now fixing the cooling of the main room because it's getting a bit toasty in there. If I make some more pipes, I can put another passive vent inside and put some more radiators, or I could put a medium radiator around here so we get a bit more.
Oh, right. Now I need some solar tracking. Imagine Spitz is the expert on this.
Of the three of us, yes. In a general sense,
Don't you have a script or something?
yeah. Come back. Did you take the backpacks that had stuff in them out
Yes.
and not put them back?
I took the ones that are mostly empty so I could go fill them up.
Okay. Guess I'm going mining. And on. I need silicon.
Looking for.
The plants will be okay for a little while. They don't die instantly at 35 degrees. That would be very weird if they did. I got a bit of time.
All the plants in Australia would instantly die.
Well, yeah. Or in Southeast Asia, or anywhere in the tropics. Although, to be fair, a lot of plants in my garden do have a tendency to look very unhappy after a 35 degree plus day. That's just probably because I'm growing the wrong plants. Because I'm trying to grow stuff that we can eat, and a lot of that is not meant to grow in Australia. Did not evolve to grow here, I should say. Do you know what I've just noticed? It is heaps easier mining with the sensor lenses if you don't turn your suit light on.
Yes.
Man, it makes
I
a
just
huge difference.
ran into the same thing.
It'd be dangerous to do in certain settings, like on Vulcan, where you've got lava to run into, but the lava produces its own light, so probably be okay. So I'm out here getting silicon because I need silicon to make the insulated pipes. And we have run out. / Capac ran out with it. What remained? Yeah, Barabaz, that is true. Potatoes are from the tropics, but not exactly the hot parts, more the highly elevated parts that do sometimes get hot, but not quite the same. But I guess the advantage for a potato is the tuber survives. Even if the plant does not. Or the leafy bit. Strange thing is that they set the lava line. You could dig horizontally and run into lava, but it doesn't flow out to you. Yeah, the lava in Stationeers is weird. I'm surprised it's not just a uniform horizon that's everywhere on the map, especially now that we've got limited size maps. And it's impenetrable. Because that would work for most purposes here. Do I see any oxide? Yeah, let's go down and grab that. Need more nitrogen anyway. I think, though someone can correct me on this because I haven't actually checked the values. I assume that oxide has more nitrogen in it than water does, the water ice. I'm not really sure how to properly compare the two. Other than literally doing a stack of them and seeing how much you end up with. About the same?
Doesn't it say what percentage it's got in the
Might do.
thingamajig?
Oxide. 3 moles of nitrogen. Water. Five moles. Ah, water has more. Okay. Well, I'm here getting oxide, so that's what I'm going to continue getting. I'm also thinking, once I've got this cooling set up and I have the things hooked up and Capac's got his lungs repaired, I would like to start thinking about rocketry. Oh, there goes some oxide onto the ground. Whoops. See if I can get the rocketry going before TFE gets his deep miner going. I doubt it, but it'll be useful to have both as a source.
Delicious sauce.
I don't want to use a region map. I don't want to use someone else's information. I'd like us to try and figure out where stuff is ourselves. So I think if we don't do that, we're kind of taking away a chunk of the gameplay that would otherwise be there.
There's a sense of exploration.
Yeah. There's no sense of discovery if we just use someone else's map. Now, I
Like a
don't
sense
actually...
of exploration.
I don't actually know which way Oh, there we go. I was right. Sweet. Ha! Dr. Denick, that would not be a great way for me to get nitrogen. Using a composter and plants gets you hot nitrogen. I don't want hot nitrogen, I want cold nitrogen. Or cool. Because I've got to cool it down even more. The map motherboard in-game makes an actual region map for you to use in-game. Oh, okay, cool. Alright, fair enough. So it's not cheesing. It's good to know. Well, see if we can figure that out then.
What?
Well, I've never used it. It'll be new to me. How much is in the nitrogen side of things? Precious little, yeah. That's what I thought. Oh, how much is in the oxygen side of things? What's the pressure like? 8 megapascals. Oh, that's okay. Should go get some water ice after this, though. No, Worms, I haven't changed the tanks over yet. I'm not in any particular rush to do it. Because it's not really impacting us yet. And there's a very real chance that everything that's placed down with a large tank at the moment will get replaced anyway. Alright, let's start getting some silicon. Check if Kabak's left anything in there. Nope.
I feel like I'm not even playing the same game at the moment.
Why do you say that?
So I'm flying through space looking for colored cubes.
What?
He's mining. He's using his sensor lenses. It's dark. He's got a light off. So, yeah, what Kabak's describing is what I was just doing as well. We were playing the same game, Kabak. Don't worry. Yeah, once TFE's got the deep miner up and running, I was going to encourage him to make a rover so that he can make a garage for it.
Is that cobalt? That's H2O.
Why are you humming at that, TFE?
My history with rovers is interesting.
Well, this one you don't have to design. Assuming that's what you meant.
Hang on, that means I can't make it asymmetrical.
Nope.
No.
It just is because it's got a driver's seat and a passenger seat. It just is. Did I figure out which mod was giving the super blooming visuals? Yeah, it was the mod I said it was. It was Beef Segi Plus was doing it. It had some updates, but also I tweaked some of the settings in here, so even when it had the horrible bloom, I made it less horrible, but it seems to be substantially better this week. So I think Beef's done some more updates to it since then. Alright, that should last a little while. What's the best way to get oxygen for no ice worlds? Rocketry. But the little bit you need before then, I would say plants. I don't know if anyone in chat would disagree with me on that, but I would say the best way is plants until you can get rocketry, but then rocketry is definitely the best way. You got so much. By the time I started doing rocketry to collect ices on Venus, I was just getting stupid amounts. Yeah, ferns are really quite efficient at giving you oxygen. And you can just leave massive amounts of them planted to keep producing. But then you need a CO2 source. Yeah, the tiny amount you get from degassing gold really doesn't go very far. I did try and do that for a little bit, and it was mostly not worth it. Yeah, let's get a medium radiator. The cooling setup. I'm going to stick with passive cooling for as long as I can get away with it. Excellent. See if he's done there. Yeah, 0.3 moles of oxygen per gold. Yeah, it does not go far. Each of us will have a different answer to how early it is for us now.
With the same time zone, at least.
Yeah, I was getting there. We're in the same time zone, but each of us will give a different answer. For me, it's quite late. If I didn't have other constraints, this would probably be nearing the end of my stream, rather than being right at the start. But due to other constraints, it is the start. Kabak would argue this is too early to start.
Is it lunchtime yet?
And TFE would probably... it'll depend on the day. But it is, for all three of us, it is roughly 20 past 9 in the morning. TFE, is it still our game of chess that's over there?
Yeah.
Alright, I might make my move. See how quickly you can beat me.
Oh, yeah, so
I have no illusions
of the night
that I have no illusions that I'm going to have any chance here.
I don't know, Capac might show up and cheat.
Well, I don't actually... I'm just really... I don't have any... system by which I...
I'm not
make
sure what
moves in chess.
I've not played in quite a while.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
put it
you
on
made
your
a
side.
move. Okay.
You got to move the white knight when you've done your turn. Because then we can just take our turns as we go. Just each time you go past it, check if it's your turn. The chessboard is a mod, yes. With regard to TFE, me expecting him to beat me, there are two reasons. One, I'm bad, and two, he should be good.
Could be. How do I put it?
I'll let him decide if he wants to share that information. But you should be good.
I was going to say, if I talk too much about it, I would probably end up doxing myself by accident.
True. There is that.
TFE has secretly been one of those Russian chess grandmasters this whole time.
Yeah. There we go. That's how you get around doxing yourself. You lie.
Yes, my real name is Splitsy McSplitsington.
For anyone wondering why I don't use the triple pipes and things like that, it's entirely because I've built up habits before they existed, and I am doing a terrible job at fighting those habits.
Oh, shut up, hydration.
Oh, wouldn't you just flip the board over, pick it up, and beat your opponent with it until they yield? I mean, I have seen the flipping part of that before. A couple of times, actually. What's my ELO score? It depends on which system.
See, there you go. That probably gives enough information, doesn't it? To
Like
say if
1900 or 2000 at one point.
what even is that?
ELO, it's the commonly used ranking system
it's
for
the
games.
Same sort of principle as Rocket League. If you win, you gain points. If you lose points. Depending on the level you are and the level of your opponents, you gain more or less.
Alright. So you can't smurf.
A lot hard to do in chess. I mean,
It's probably doable, right? Eh?
it's a lot harder to spin up an alternate account than it is in Epic Games.
Oh no,
yeah.
I could never get the blue face paint to stick to my car properly. Rocket League.
I always forget that Rocket League isn't on Steam anymore. 'Cause all my hours are on
apparently
Steam.
they're adding anti-cheat now. Not that bad.
Well, there were all those wall hacks when we were playing.
Yeah, but it's gotten worse now because people have figured out how to use bots, and the bots are actually good now.
Yeah, because there were a few people working on bots. Which, it would be cool if, you know, Epic just bought up those bots and used them as their NP, like as the actual.
The thing is,
Proper
they're way
bots?
too good. Like they're beating pro players sort of good.
Oh, right. So they're not useful.
Like, you know, they can do things in a way a human never could, like having total access to the position of the ball at all times, regardless of where they are.
Right.
You know, they basically have eyes in the back of their head and all around the side.
Well, that's less interesting then. Okay. That's probably going to cool down the room eventually. I think. We'll see.
Man, I need some more.
See,
steel
Scuba
frames.
Steve, I did know that I'm more familiar with that ELO is Electric Light Orchestra.
What would have happened if I had just cancelled depressurize?
You would have wasted some of our internal air.
Oh, not as catastrophic as I feared.
No, but if you cancel depressurization on the way in, then you can
Yeah.
slightly poison our atmosphere. Okay, so hopefully the room is going to cool down a bit now.
I'm meant to be hearing pipey noises.
You're hearing piping noises? Where?
I don't hear anything.
Oh, okay, I'm going to have to go down there. I need to find out where
Splitsy hasn't blown up the base yet, has he?
Wait,
No.
this doesn't seem good. What is this? What is this black pipe?
That's nitrogen.
And it's running through the building.
Yeah. Where else was it going to run?
Well, you could have run it over the building.
Well, that'd be ugly. It'll be hidden beneath the floor eventually.
It's not the hidden part that I'm worried about. It's the pipe exploding and venting gases into the inside of the building.
It's nitrogen. It is pure nitrogen. It is fine.
Isn't nitrogen like 80% of the atmosphere or something?
Okay, which is the
On
singing
Earth,
pipe?
anyway.
That one is a 5.34. Oh, this one's what's singing. Pressure, and this is too high. Okay. Yeah. No, don't pop.
Oh no, Splitsy, someone's pointed out that the way Blammo is spit, it's blah and MMO.
Yeah, it always has been. I knew what I was doing.
But Splitsy giving his feelings on MMOs.
Okay.
It should be exploded. That's 78%. Dang it, I was 2% off.
I'm gonna need an exchange back into the pipe.
20% oxygen, like 0.005% carbon dioxide or something.
Alright, got a bit of materials now.
It does make sense, Shadow Drake. I'm just trying to think how to best manage this. I think I just need to set a one of these guys up, a purge valve up at below bad pipe temperatures. I feel like that's my best option. Unless anyone's got a different idea that seems better. Also going to remove this.
Oh, I forgot to charge the welder battery.
Is there anything I'm actually using on this side now? That. Okay. Let's connect that up differently then. There we go. Now we can get rid of this. And I'll figure out how to do the cabling for this in a second. So... I think that's what I want to do. Then I'll hook this up. So this should allow me to put the nitrogen back in, I hope. My worry is that this is already quite high pressure. So maybe the pressure in this needs to be kept lower. Because I was keeping it high, but I think I should also drop pressure on this. to a safe level for the water pipe, the liquid pipe. So let's set it to that. And we'll set this one also. I'll set it at below singing temperature so Capac doesn't panic.
What?
Saying that makes him panic.
You think I don't know this? What do you mean what, Capac? What are you whatting about?
What are you talking about? Panic.
You were panicked about this pipe singing. I mean, it was helpful
I was
panic,
not panicked.
but it was still panic.
I couldn't care less if you blow everything up. I was just pointing it out.
You were hoping I'd blow things up and it'd be my fault. Wow, we have almost 79 liters of liquid nitrogen now.
What? You went from 4 mil to 79 liters.
Yeah.
No wonder all the pipes are creaking.
I need more liquid pipes. Thanks, Alonic. Thank you so much for 44 months. Another month gone by. Wild thinking I've been sub for almost 4 years. It's also neat. Ego Soft, X4 devs are going to PAX East. No one from any of the games that I play is ever going to turn up to PAX Oz. Because...
It's at the end of the world.
Well, no, because I don't think that Rocketworks are ever going to show up there. They're the only ones close enough. Don't expect Rocketworks will ever come.
Appears to be doing things.
Well, Zuckley said he might come out.
Did he?
Yeah, when we raided him the other day,
Ah.
I said he should come to PAX Oz, and he said that he does have some family that he's coming here to meet, so it's not entirely out of the question.
Ah, cool. Be fun to show him around a bit, like he did around, show me around Prague.
Show him all the wonders of Melbourne that we have a tenuous grasp of.
Yeah. It'd be a year we'd definitely want to hope that our mate Cookie was there, because he actually knows Melbourne. But then Lenjet's there.
I'm sure we could
We've got
muddle
people
through.
who know.
Yeah, of course I saw the deep miner. It's immediately nighttime, which is going to drain the battery incredibly quickly.
Lucky you.
Was it 100%? Well, that was like a minute or two, and now it's down to 59%.
That's the air, and that's the cryo.
That means I need more solar panels.
And it'll be there, I think. There we go. That should end up being relatively neat. I'm just not sure where I'm going to be popping through the wall, so I'll leave the rest of that until I come back. Just walk through the garden on my way back to pick up the pipes. Pick up my popcorn pipes. Stare at Capac's corpse in the corner.
Give it some popcorn.
His corpse is still there?
Yeah, his body bag's still over in the corner.
Why have we never picked it up, or is there nothing in it?
There should be a skull in there, I think.
Maybe that's going to go on display. We can't just leave that there.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't actually know how to yet. I've not messed with corpses since they got put in body bags.
You need to go to the printer and make a skull extraction tool.
Possibly. Hey, Chaos Kitten. Welcome, Raiders.
Otherwise known as a claw hammer.
Thank you, Pat Player. Thank you for 32 months. Oh, there's no one in there. How sad. Shadow Drake, it did indicate that we could put the cryo, we could put the thing in a, put the bag in a cryo tube to revive the player. However, now that Capac has revived, we can't. But if any of us actually die again now that I've got, once I've got the cryo tubes hooked up, then,
What is a Capac? Why are you panicking?
Ran out of power in my goggles.
Oh yeah, they are a serious power hog.
yeah, they really chew through the power. And because they don't get they don't get charged when you come back to base, it's a bigger problem. Oops.
Yeah, maybe if you heal up my body bag, I'll have the doppelganger, a zombie.
Oh, I was hoping TFE would notice something was weird then, but he didn't notice.
But the fact there wasn't potatoes and then there was.
No, the fact that you were hungry and then you weren't.
That's his force feeding me. What?
Yeah, I did. I was like, this will be funny if he notices. You didn't notice. So, disappointing.
Wait, you can throw the body bag?
Well, yeah.
You can throw
It's an
most
object.
things. Don't you be throwing my corpse around?
That's for me to do.
Oh, why is it not throwing it?
I was worried if we played
Disrespectful,
around with
that's
it. I was worried if we played around with it too much, we'd end up with the skull instead of the body bag. I kind of liked the body bag. Thanks, Chaos Kitten. Thank you for the 25 rainbow unicorns. That looks good.
If you throw my corpse around too much, you're going to get haunted. That's what's going to happen.
Let's see what happens if I remove this now. How bad is the pressure? That's fine. Actually, it seems like it's going to just be fine. Now, I don't even need this, but I'll leave it on just in case. Would be bad for the liquid nitrogen to explode. That would make me sad.
Oh no, that's even worse news.
What's that?
Mine has run out of battery.
Oh, then you definitely got to come home. Oh, well done. Congrats on day 12 of quitting. Thank you, Baby Runner. Thank you for the 100 rainbow unicorns as well. If you're up to day 12 of quitting, you're probably getting close to the point where you'll start feeling better.
Depends what you're quitting.
Nicotine, which means presumably smoking. Or vaping, either or. Your lungs will be full of rubbish and the tiny little cilia in your lungs, they've been destroyed by all of the chemicals in there, so you can't clear the rubbish in your lungs. And so there's this initial phase where the smoker's cough gets worse because the crud that's in your lungs builds up and you aren't smoking, so you don't notice that it's suppressing your cough. And so as the cilia grow back, they start clearing more of that stuff, so you start coughing even more as well. And then once that's actually out, then you start feeling a lot better. And after about a year, other than the cancer risk, most of the other risks have actually returned to almost baseline. So every time you do it, it actually makes a big difference. Probably letting a little too much of my medical out there, but can't help it. Alright, TFA. Oh, come back. Wait, TFA, I'm coming out with you.
I watched a video the other day about somebody getting rabies via kidney transplant.
Ugh.
Yeah, I feel like that's happened more than once. Well, maybe it was just such a big deal that it happened even once.
No, it's happened a couple of times.
Yeah. Obviously not in Australia since we don't have it.
There is some... Isn't there some weird bat virus that's kind of similar?
Well, we've got a few viruses that are potentially problematic.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm thinking Lissa virus, but I don't know if I'm right.
yeah, I don't recall.
I don't.
I didn't actually need to come outside. Whoops. Back in I go.
I don't know why this discussion randomly reminded me of an outbreak of smallpox in Florida in the 1920s or something weird.
Smallpox.
Yeah, some sort of incident at a lab. What people called it.
Yeah. I feel like I've come across that. I have no idea of the veracity or what of the story though.
Oh, these days they're just getting a bunch of measles outbreaks.
Yep. Okay, let's get some power to these. Need a transformer. Do I have one on the wall?
Alright, I'm out. Where on earth am I? Oh, I can see the bus.
Mars? I think.
Probably. I don't think he'd have traveled from Mars yet.
Well, if you dig far enough. I saw a tweet from Elon Musk the other day saying how great tunnels are. I said he should build one to the moon.
Probably I can find something else to talk about.
Yeah. Anything other than that numpty is a better topic.
Ah, thank you, Big Run, for the tier 1. Thank you so much.
Just forget about that and think about the important thing. How funny my joke was.
I was thinking more of the fact that Brazil nuts are radioactive.
Like bananas.
Oh no, way more. Apparently, if you had some on your person and walked into a nuclear power thing, you'd set off the alarms.
It's pronounced nuclear. Nuclear.
Nuclear. We're changing it.
What? Nuclear?
So I obviously these days spend a fair bit of time coaching Toby through pronunciation of things. And he was so proud of himself when he finally was able to say construction site properly. Because he was saying menstruction site.
Oh. Yeah, Spitzy, I'm going to need help with solar tracking. The battery is running down in power by the looks of it on the APC.
Yep. I can come and help you in a minute. I'm just going to get these cryo tubes set up first.
Leave the deep miner on, did I? I think so.
Liquid's volume 56 liters. Cryogenic liquid must be below 130 Kelvin. No, I have to chill it further. Can't just be liquid. How cold? Where is? So how cold is 130 Kelvin? That's minus 140? 143? Okay.
Now, I finally deconstruct the floor by accident.
So if I've got... Yeah, hang on. I'm gonna have to go outside and check whether my system can be... If I close off the nitrogen that's getting added, whether I'll end up with enough. And whether it can just cycle through and gradually chill it down to those proper temperatures. And before people in chat say I told you so, I did read those comments, but I like to see these things in game myself.
What the?
What are you what-thing?
Why have I got a tooltip for a stack of 50 coal stuck on my screen?
Max broken the game.
I don't know.
Well, everything is coal now.
I mean, that'll make mining easier.
Okay, so. This is at 4 megapascals. So if I turn this off now, and we're just stuck with this, it should keep cooling. If I also set the pressure on this to be low enough. So I drop that down. 4 megapascals now. I drop that down to there. That's going to go into here, which should still continue to cool. Although, I might have reached a problem. Oh no. We're still okay. That's trying to freeze in the pipe. How far?
Frozen pipes doesn't sound very good for it being liquid.
No. How do I do the next bit? Do I have to use oxygen? No, oxygen doesn't get there. Do I have to phase change the nitrogen to cool this to cool the nitrogen?
Well,
Volatiles overlaps a bit. Volatiles on nitrogen. Nitrogen does... kind of prefer the idea of dealing with nitrogen. Yeah, I'm gonna have to set up a second phase. Right. Well, that's a thing. Yay. I'm still really happy that I got to liquid nitrogen. I got to it. I can now either chill it with an air conditioner or to chill it further, or I can set up another phase change loop. I'm kind of tempted just to chill it with an air conditioner for the remainder, but that's possibly going to cause an issue for my phase change loop as it gets to freezing now that it has gotten to freezing.
Life has a point. This is a lot of work just to
Heal Capac and
Capac's life.
Well, no, it's not just it's not just for Capac, it's for all of us. But Capac is the one that is most injured right now. And yes, it's a fair bit of work to get us better, but it is the way to heal us. So if any of us get knocked unconscious and die, the other two can try and find their body and bring them back and revive them. Which I think is cool. Because whoever's dead can just bring up someone else's stream while they're watching people try and find us, and I think that could be kind of fun. Especially if Capac's corpse gets launched a mile away again. I'm going to be right back. I need to take a quick bio break.
I'm rude. Yeah, I'm going to take a quick candy break.
No, I'm being abandoned. Oh,
I'm not going anywhere. My candy's right here.
I'll be joined by Capac eating sound. Wasn't Airlock factor ended because that was the wrong way out after that, I think?
Eh?
Someone was asking about abiotic factor. I'm like, that was immediately pulled wrong way out.
I have no memory of this. Wait, why am I still using a basic jetpack when there's a fancy jetpack over here?
Why is the ingot you want always the last one when you go to purge? So annoying. Where people now speculate what Toby's first words were. Subgrid gyro override. I wouldn't be surprised if his first words were g'day and welcome. Hmm? We were just not at the exact moment. There was a discussion about what Toby's first words were. I reckon it was g'day and welcome. What does Capac think?
I hunger for human flesh.
That would be worrying.
Hmm. Should I work on next? Got a bunch of minerals. Guess I could work some more on the electronics.
Actually, it. So, Kabak, have
His
you
first
complained
word
about
was
food yet?
abdicate.
Actually, yeah, he hasn't
Abdicate.
anything about his food yet.
Oh, I was just talking about candy like 5 seconds ago.
Yeah, but you normally go into intensive detail about what you're eating.
No,
I
you
don't
normally
need to go into intensive detail when the intensive flavor is in my mouth as we speak.
No, it's more meaning you normally complain about the potatoes.
I can
Maybe
even
lack of
read.
variety.
I can even read part of the packet because it says Momo and that means peach in Japanese.
What the? I don't hear a tool powering up.
Because I'm deconstructing the cryotube that's in here?
What, you gonna move it somewhere else?
Yeah.
Out where you can more easily pipe it in.
To the cryo room that I set up specifically for the cryotubes.
What was I doing down
It's literally
here?
what this room was for.
I wanted to get this mapping situation. My control panel.
I wonder if Kabak will blame her this week. I doubt it. I don't think he's doing anything that would cause that to be likely.
Not yet.
Thank you, Fireheart. Thank you for the 999 rainbow unicorns. Thank you kindly. I also forgot I need to put battery backup in for the cryo tubes because they need their own power source, just in case. Hey, Gabak, you working with the furnace right now?
I'm at the furnace thinking about it.
Oh, TFE's making cables. I'll find out later. I will deal with that once I get out of my suit so I don't stink up the place. Oh, it's my turn, is it? What did TFE do? He castled.
Correct.
He has a plan. The trouble is, TFE's plans probably work a little bit on an assumption of me having a plan. There's his mistake. Kabak, can you please make Inconel and Astraloy? Or would you like me to make that once you're done with what you're doing?
No, we already had all that.
I need more.
I got 100 Astraloy down here.
Cool. Can you make Inconel then, please?
Alright, sending up the Astraloy.
Thank you. Thank you for reminding me to
Coming up the
move the
chute.
night, everybody. I did forget.
What was the other one? Inconel.
Yeah, Inconel. That's what we need now.
Gold, steel, and nickel. Alright, I have to make some steel up.
So I want to make a few
Inconel's real,
nuclear
right?
batteries.
Name sounds made up.
Inconel?
Yeah.
It's named after its discoverers, the Inca of South America.
Inconel is a super alloy composed mainly of nickel, chromium, and iron that is often used in extreme environments where components are subjected to high temperature, pressure, or mechanical loads, according to Wikipedia.
Oh.
The Inconel family of alloys was first developed before December 1932 when its trademark was registered by the International Nickel Company of Delaware and New York.
When are you doing a Spitzy reads Wikipedia video? I'm the narrator.
So it's called that because the company was called Inco. As in the International Nickel Company.
Boring.
Yeah. I was just curious. I was like, I've never actually thought about that. You made me think about something I hadn't thought about in the game. I was like, oh, cool. Thank you, Fireheart. Thank you for the 44 unicorns as well. Used a lot in the SR-71. Oh, was it? Oh, that's cool. I did not know.
Alright, need
The
3 to
SR-71,
1.
also known as the coolest aircraft ever. Or the hottest. It's just something about that plane that is just silly levels of cool. Of awesome. I'll put that in, flip it on for now. Used a lot in jet engines, low weight, high temperature capable. Ah, okay. Interesting.
Is Waspaloid made out of wasps?
Space wasps.
No, not space wasps.
How do you tell if the furnace is actually on or not?
Oh, Capac has made Inconel. What do you mean? The furnace is always on. You just look at the pumps to see whether they're pumping in or out. And then
Oh.
you look at the temperature and the pressure and see if it's right. Well, our power situation is about to become dire because I'm going to make a few nuclear batteries. Why not put a station battery there so there will be plenty of power just in case? Because a nuclear battery is about the same and smaller. So I thought I'd go compact. I didn't have any other reason to. I just thought that would be a way to do it. Now, let's have a look at lighting as soon as I get one of these. So I want to see how I could do lighting along this hallway. So once I figure out lighting in the tubes, Although maybe I could not light the tubes and I could just put lights in the rooms. And in the cupolas. So if I don't spread these out too far, maybe that could work. I'll still try and figure out how to put it in the tubes though. Because then I can expand this tube down to connect to the greenhouse and I can move all the plants down there. I was thinking corner light style in the tubes, yeah, but I don't know if it's going to work. I'm going to try. We'll have to see. It is adequate lighting. Don't think there are any lights up here. Quick scan, I don't spot any. Oh, and I also need to make some insulated pipe. Got a few vents. Connect them up. Temperature has dropped in here, which is good. My cooling system is working.
I see Splitsy's crafted a nuclear battery.
I have crafted said battery.
Yes, because I just got the Steam achievement.
Oh. Yep, that would make sense. Oops.
Oh, dang it. Thank you, Louis, for pointing that out. Oh, the data points will have to face the same way for the solar tracking.
Do they only have the small nuke batteries or are there larger variants? There's only the like tool or device style battery. There's no station battery. There's the large station battery now, which is kind of doing the same sort of job. It is quite efficient in terms of space to power stored. So, transformer pulls from mains cable, transformer outputs to regular cable, into area power control, goes out. This is the correct way. You can tell by the fact that the battery is charging, because it's getting green-blue, which is charging. No, I should have seen that coming. Well, that's unfortunate. Might need to drop the water pipes down further. Liquid pipes, I should say. Dang it!
Right, so I need 400 nickel.
And yeah, a transformer before APC is the correct way to do it. Or is a correct way of doing it. Because the transformer limits the flow into the APC and will also, this is going to get branched off from to power the rest of the room. No, the pipes cannot go through the liquid pipe. Or if they can, I'm very surprised. I've never tried to do it, but that seems unlikely. I'll leave that way. I'll pull this out and do that. There we go, this. And these will now fit. Easy. And now it has air. So now these cryotubes have air and power, so both TFE and Kabak can get in cryotubes.
Alright, then I
At the end of
need
the session, which is good.
gold. I need twice as much gold. Just quite a lot of gold.
No, Beer Seeker, I did not get it the wrong way round. I have it the right way round. I want this APC to only power these 3 cryotubes, nothing else. The transformer is for the room. There is no way this can burn this cable out because it can't pull more by pulling too much power into this battery, and it can't push more because it's not going to be connected to any other devices. This is going to be hooked up to the other things in the room like lights and anything else that I decide to put down in this storage area. So it is all correct. Oh, did you reconnect, Kabak?
Wasn't me.
That's
TP?
me. I got the audio bug where it's just looping the sound of me cutting wires.
Oh,
Snack time.
Always back to normal. Good.
Lights. That's what I was doing. Oh, Kabak, are you still in the middle of smelting?
Yep.
How soon would you be able to send up some copper?
Few years.
So I should go make it myself? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, it might be faster.
Alright, well, we'll get onto that in a minute then. Okay. Wonder if there's any copper downstairs or if I'm gonna have to go mine it as well.
Yeah, there's a bag full of copper down here.
Cool. Although I don't have any oxide, so I'm gonna have to go grab some some sort of oxidizer for the furnace up here. Lizzie, why only the one smelter? Why not have multiple of them? Because Capac's gotten one working and I've been busy trying to liquefy nitrogen. It's really just been down to priorities. There have been other priorities. I guess I can take nitrice. Don't really want to. Wall of Science, I have one thing to say, which is I'm not doing what you're telling me to do. Because I'm happy with my setup, and it works as I say it works. I am correct in my assertions of how it works. Just because you want to do it a different way doesn't mean I have to do it that way.
Plus, everything exploding later would be funny anyway.
Right.
My setup clearly needs a stacker, yes.
I'm sure it's got to be a splitter with your name and all. Oh, cool.
Well, stackers can be used as splitters for ingots.
Deep miner is running and the battery is staying at 100%. Awesome.
Oh, nicely done. Oh, that's right. I was meant to come and help you with solar tracking, or did you figure that
I
out?
just resorted to more solar panels instead.
Okay. Yep, that works. Well
Actually,
played.
I think I'm on the... 23, 10. Yeah, I'm on the limit of how many you can have if we start blowing up the cables.
How? Oh, because you've made it all with light cable, have you?
Yeah.
So if I set up if you set up the tracking, it may blow that. You need to have less than that. Because it can put more than 500 watts out per panel.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hmm.
There's no hard limit anymore.
$132 to bedrock? Really?
That's quite deep. So, just to cover off what I was just saying. Well, science, it's not about being helpful or not, or it being a suggestion or not. I explained why what I'd said would work, and then the conversation kept going. That's the only reason I brought it up, because it kept going, and it's like, at a certain point, if I've said that I'm happy with the setup and that my setup is correct, then it's probably not worth continuing on the topic, because then it does feel like when something's repeatedly brought up, it does make it feel like someone's being more assertively backseating than is usually comfortable, even though I'm more comfortable with that than a lot of the others are. It does start to become a bit much. So there's just a balance that has to be struck between suggesting something and suggesting it too many times. I'm not sure if there's anything else. I understand how it works, but the misunderstanding was you didn't understand how I was working with it. It doesn't need to have those extra fail-safes because I've already got other fail-safes in place.
There's more than one way to skin a cat.
What, and all of them are correct?
B-Man, this time the frozen is not me.
Some cause less mess than others.
True.
How... At the moment I get the deep miner running, it instantly changes to nighttime. Problem is, it takes a while to spool up to full speed.
Yes.
Oh, geez, nighttime using 1% of the large battery every like 4 seconds.
Well, that's not going to last, is it?
No.
You might need a bigger battery. The station battery that I was planning on having you take has been draining down, but the big batteries are so full that I would feel fine with you just taking the battery. If you want to. The amount of power that's going to be lost by it is...
Where are they?
Inconsequential.
Alright, where are these batteries hiding once I get back to base?
Yeah, when you get back, let me know. I'll tell you which one you can take.
Need to head back to be watered anyway.
Fair enough. Now, make lights. I want to make this place feel more comfortable. I feel like I can start putting some walls and stuff in. Yeah, TFE just has the panics. The panels.
Panic
well,
panels.
you often do have the panics.
Panic panels.
You do have the panels just static.
He's got a bad case of the panics.
Yep, it's only 31 degrees inside now.
Positively Arctic.
Arctic?
Totally.
Do you mean Arctic?
Yeah, Arctic.
Sorry, the first time it just sounded like you said Arctic. I'm like, is TFE wanting something to be artsy? I wonder how that's going to do with lighting this place up.
Right, I am back at base.
Okay. We got to go back outside. You go water yourself and feed yourself, and then we'll go
I
outside.
just did.
Oh, well, let's go back outside then. I won't make you wait any longer. Yeah, cooking this. Yeah, we pull the potatoes out of the ground and they're already cooked. That'd be delightful.
Hmm.
So this one, TFE, the one that's got the 2 bars on it, you can take it. Just dismantle it and
Okay.
you can put it in. If you want some heavy cable to replace your cable to the solar panels, there's some in the locker over here that I will bring back for you. Make your life easier. Since I've been giving you grief about pronunciation all day. There you go. There's some cable next to you. You can use that. Would I ever consider doing some tutorial style videos over these various individual system types in Stationeers? I've considered it, and there's a part of me that would really like to. Because
Get out of the
I
Airlock
like.
before I open it.
Oh, it's okay.
Trap
You can do it. It's fine. I'm just looking at something. So, I made a tutorial. I made a couple of tutorials on Stationeers a few years back. Like, we're talking 2020 I made them. And they've done okay overall. But the amount of work that goes into one, and then the devs go and change everything so quickly that I just find it hard to justify the amount of time it takes to make them. Especially when you've got people like Shadow Drake making tutorials as well, and who know the game better than I do. So I'm constantly torn as to whether that's where I should try and do things or whether I should spend some time making more Space Engineers ones or some other random game, I don't know. Yeah, so there we go. Shadow Drake did a tutorial on the old map motherboard for locating and figuring out the deep miner regions on it. Literally a week or two later, the devs added the ability for you to click and see what a region is. Yeah. So it's such an actively developed game that it's a really tricky one to make useful tutorials on. It's kind of like, it'd be like making survival tutorials on Space Engineers 2 right now, when you know that every update is going to change it dramatically, except unlike Space Engineers 2, the updates don't come every 6 months. They come sometimes not for a year, and then other times month. Because it just seems like sometimes they get this real flow of things. There's a part of me that's like, should I just wait till they get to 1.0 and then do a few to help people get started? And then be like, hey, if you want more complex stuff, go see this person or this person. I've contemplated either approach a few times. This is still pumping this place full of CO2. And yet the CO2 is only 23%. Just got that running all the time. I've left this filter running all the time. Wait, the filter's out? Oh, the filters are out. That'll be why. That would explain it. So that's been wasting power for a while. See, Daz? Yeah, it's kind of... My justification for not doing the tutorials is kind of the same as the actual devs' reason they didn't update it for ages. It was just like, time spent on this is time that ends up being wasted because they change stuff so much. And yeah, there's no point to it. There's a tutorial I made now would be reliant on gases that are about to change because they're about to bring in a whole bunch of new gases.
You still need copper or anything?
Let me see. Yeah, you could probably do some copper. If you could do 2 separate stacks, that'd probably be ideal. Maybe even 3 stacks.
What?
Well, because there's some in the electro printer, but there's none in the auto lathe or the pipe bender. And both need some for some of their devices. Nick Naxu, so many people are bothered by the wonky fans on the printers. It is... it's almost... it's a thing where I'm almost convinced that the devs leave it in just to troll people now. Because I think they could have fixed it ages ago or could have spent some time on it, but they're like, nah. Nah, I'm not doing that. How am I going to get this cable for the lights? Where do I want to put the transformer in? The fans do more than just rotating at different speeds. They just do weird stuff. They like stop and start and... It's like anyone who's had their fans on their PC die would probably be made anxious by that. I know I would. I think I can probably run it from here. Oh, that's right. It's from the side, isn't it?
Right. I got a bunch of copper ingots.
Sweet. If you send them up, I'll pop them away.
Right, let's see.
No, it's too slow. It's going to be daytime when I'm trying to figure out the lights. Oh,
there's some solder.
Thank you.
There's some Inconel. Fell in a hole.
So, Kappa,
some copper.
if I suggested as the next thing for you to try and sink your teeth into was trading, would that be something you'd want to give a crack at? Or do you have more you want to do with your furnace room before then?
I want to see if I can tweak the controls, but none of that's super urgent.
Or do you want to finish off the room space, so actually make it enclosed and stuff? Oh, actually make it...
I don't care about that.
Tidier. Yeah, I didn't think you did.
Right, what is this trading shenanigans involved?
My big struggle in this game comes after the basic. When you want to automate, it's hard to find tutorials that work for my brain. Yeah, there are, and I think this is where I probably run into the biggest load of problems with me playing factory games. The way I liked the way my brain works and the way I like to do things is very different to a lot of people who seem to play those games, and it seems to be why I get a lot more comments on stuff like Factorio about how wrong I'm doing things. Because I just think about the problems differently. Some might say it's wrong. And sometimes they might even be correct. But I just think about it differently. No, Fireheart, I don't think that's true. I think we tested that when I was on Vulcan, and the transformer setting has no impact on the power draw at all. So you can just max it out, doesn't make any difference. Which kind of makes me wonder why we even can set it, but whatever. There may be reasons for that. I've never found one, so I just always set it to max. Yeah, I tested it and it didn't matter. Same power draw regardless. Okay, that's not terrible.
What? So you're
Easily,
picking
right?
all these up?
Yeah, just had to go outside. I was going to. I was just busy.
Yeah, like the story.
Jeez. Mother hen over here getting upset.
Make all this ink, Canal. You're not even here to receive it. Here's some gold. Who's got some gold?
Yeah, flat walls I think we'll use for the floor. Panels. Plating. Plating for the floor in the corridors. Yeah, let's give that a go. Oh yeah, that could work, except I have to get it rotated the right way. Do it. Man, if those arrows help me place this plating consistently, I'm gonna be so happy. Yeah, I think that'll work. The glare on the windows is possibly going to be a bit much, but I think that's going to be a problem no matter what light I use. Oh, excuse me. What I could do is pull that one and try out... Is that going to work? Put it there? Is that going to let me put it where I want to put it? Oh, this could look better. Rather than a big bar.
Oh, I want a big bar.
Big bar light.
Some cocktails. Some baked potatoes.
I could make the light darker. I think. Nope. I was hoping grey might make it darker, but no. Yeah, I agree. The little spot does look cleaner. So I think I'll switch to that. Can you light it from outside? I could, but I don't really want to use a solution that requires exterior positioning of the lights, because then I'll have to do that everywhere. I'd like it to be internal, if I can. Wait, why won't you... There we go, that's where I want you. I'm just thinking about future issues that I'll run into with trying to run street lights. I was going to try and make hard suits for everyone at some point. Yep, that's true. It's still on the cards. It's just these things take time. Have Capac follow me with a light. I think we all know that would end poorly. As Capac starts trolling me with how he holds the light.
Just slightly off center.
Well, or just pointing at not what I'm looking at. It's not possible to put the lights up on the walls. I'll show why in a second. The issue is the cable, not the light. So if I put the lights anywhere up here, and I don't think I can even mount them. But if I use like a frame or something to temporarily mount them higher, the issue then becomes that I have to deal with the cable, and the cable only moves at right angles. So it'll look really jank. So I'm trying to hide the cables, that's why the lights are on the floor. Because otherwise I could put them in the ceiling. Although, I suppose I could put them in the middle of the row and then run the cable off the side at the end of the corridor. That could work too. So I could put a... Although I can then only have one light for the entire row. So I can only put... It could work for a single light for each segment of corridor. Which isn't really that practical. Even though it would probably look nicest. What is the objective in this game? Survive.
Don't die.
Build stuff. Have fun. That's it. Beef. The portable light in your suit is a thing. I think you actually put it in your uniform slot. It's a thing I used to do and I did ages ago, and which caused flickering that upset a number of viewers. And so I stopped doing it. The flickering has gotten better, but I tested it just after the terrain update, and I still found that there was flickering. I don't know if it's enough to trigger some people's light sensitivities or not, so I've still stopped from doing it. That's why I don't use that technique. And doing things that make it horrible for people watching, that's a Capac thing. He enjoys that.
But upsetting viewers is my job, apparently. Wow. Savage.
It is a shame there isn't a light type with a cable pass-through. That is very true. Also, why do I have a cable on the floor here? Where does this go?
Yeah, who did this cable?
Your cable?
Why is that cable there? What have I got that running to? Oh, right. This was temporary. I need to get rid of it. I did this when I was vacuuming out this space, so I can get rid of it. Why does it look like the arrow pops out? It's the arrow mod, so... I think sometimes the rotation just gets a bit weird. Having any sort of indicator is helpful, though. Yeah. This is going to go alright, I think. Let's check. Now at night. You know what? I think on balance, I'm happy enough with this lighting set up for the floor. I think this will work alright for the tubes. So I need more wall. How many do I need at least? I want to do 1. So if I get 5 more, I can do this corridor. We can have at least the corridor having a floor. Wonder what percentage of people finish the floors in this game. If they're anything like me, not many. If you learn quite quickly that putting floors down means you have to pull floors up. And that gets annoying. I should take my turn. Should probably have put some forethought into what I'm doing other than just moving stuff, but whatever. Let's do that. I'm busy.
Oh, that would be so mean. and the ability to trip on wires on unfinished floors.
Oh, Catback was saying that he wanted us to ragdoll when we run over pipes that are on the floors. Imagine that would be worse. Now, do I put it on the arch segment, or do I put it on the... I think I'll put it on the arch segment. Keeps it a bit cleaner. Oh. Oh. I'm confused. Why is that not placing there now?
Alright, let's get some gold and
Okay, and then it works.
silver.
Weird.
You need to go out on some kind of gold mining expedition.
I'm very confused by this light placement, but as long as it eventually works, it's fine, I suppose. If you ragdoll a small percentage of the time you walked over it, it would be tolerable. Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, considering how many times you would walk over them...
Well, then you just put floors in so you stop tripping. It's a way to annoy you into doing things more properly. I think it's the way people are thinking of it.
I think the problem is that small percentages, when you do things a whole bunch of times, actually aren't that rare.
Yeah, but as I say, as a way to annoy you into doing things more properly, maybe it would be okay. Because you can... It's annoying when you can't mitigate it. If you can mitigate it, then it's not usually so bad.
The trick is also doing it in such a way that it's obvious to a player what's going on.
Yes.
If you're a brand new person, you're not like, why am I constantly falling over?
Yeah. This game sucks. I can't believe I'm tripping over all the time. I quit. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, how do you... I can't think of a diegetic way to inform you why you tripped. Unless the tripping animation as it trips forces you to look at the thing that made you trip over, just like you would in the real world as you look to see what caught your foot.
I mean, if it's only happening where there's bright red cables, then you'll figure it out.
I don't know.
Yeah,
There's a bit in what's the game? Oh yeah, Arkham Asylum, where there's a fake PC crash or game crash, but it's legitimately had people worry that their computer is dying or just died. Probably not quite what you want.
not ideal. There we go.
You just add a voice line to the game. Where every time you trip over the cable and ragdoll through the air, you
You
yell,
have tripped.
stupid cables!
Yeah. Or what did I trip on this time? So it's more generic because it could be a pipe. Yeah.
Okay, so then we've got...
This is looking heaps better.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I need to get rid of this
50
thing, but
meters from bedrock.
I could probably move this down into the basement in this room. Oh, I'm really happy. Oh, speaking of game sounds and like character emote noises, I had one that really messed with my brain the other day. I've been trying out a few demos in NextFest and seeing if any of them actually grab me at all. And one of the ones I tried was Outward. Or I think it's called Outward. Outbound. And the game character says, ow. Now, in every other thing, they're speaking with a North American accent, but ow doesn't really carry an accent. To me, anyway. But the voice, it was like hearing myself. It sounded enough like me that I was just like, what?
They didn't sample you, did they?
I doubt it. I think the voice is, it's a male with a, mid-tone voice as mine is.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it was, it was a really strange moment. I was like, what's going on? Yeah. Other than that, though, the game is, yeah. I think some people are going to like it. I think Outbound is a thing that some people will like. It's more the sort of... It's the sort of game where I really find it hard to forget that I'm playing a game.
With Stationeers, you're focused on not dying.
There's just enough else going on that I feel like there's... I can just get into the process of what I'm doing. Whereas the survival process in that is is very simple, so I find it very hard to get distracted enough by what I'm doing.
So Stationeers is the Martian, but with prep time.
It certainly was the way we played it this time, because I took...
Oh, it's day 97. Let's go. Even though I've only been here for 83.
I'll deal with that a bit later. Very much has that kid's mobile game feel. Yeah, kind of does. I was thinking of more as... It brands itself as a cozy game, which is... I feel like shorthand for, we don't really want to balance this, and we also don't want to put too complex gameplay in here, because some people want this, so it's fine. It's just rare that a cozy game grabs me. I think the one cozy game that, or the game that I would think is kind of a cozy game that did grab me was Planet Crafters. So there's nothing too fancy going on there, but it's got just enough. Or it had just enough for when, well, first started out with just TFA and I playing it.
Well, some of the bugs were absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
Like the rockets
Yeah.
taking off in random directions.
Dartooth, I have managed to liquefy the nitrogen, but I haven't managed to get it down to the appropriate temperature for the cryo tubes yet. And I'm actually leaning towards just setting up an air conditioner to do the rest of it, rather than fiddling about with phase change and liquid nitrogen. Doing liquid nitrogen phase change. Because I've done the majority of the cooling that I need to do effectively. Trouble is that is probably going to leave me with a setup that actually is problematic for connecting up all the other things.
Oh, my battery's out. Dang it, I can't get inside.
Yeah, what I'm thinking of doing is isolating the nitrogen from my cooling setup and then just putting an air conditioner onto it and then cooling it the rest of the way. I'm going to hook those lights up to this, even though I wasn't initially planning to. I think it's just easier. The downstairs lights and other things can get hooked off the transformer I set up down there. Hooray! For lighting in the base.
You're making it even warmer.
Yep. I added quite a considerable amount of extra cooling. Whether it'll be enough, I'm not sure, but it's certainly cooling the place down. We've dropped 8 degrees during the stream.
Pretty good.
May even be too much, we'll see. So we might need those lights to make things warm. Lighting in the base and a big power drain. Yep. That's okay though, I don't mind having a big power drain, because I can just keep stacking solar panels down the hill and start putting some wind turbines in. It'll be alright. I much prefer, especially given we're streaming this, I much prefer to try and actually light the base and just leave the lights on. Capac set up his automated light when we were really, really tight on power, and I think that was a good decision at that time. But now that we're a bit further along, or a lot further along, I think just having lights on everywhere all the time is really how we should do things.
Well, if you want, you could move my auto light to outside so it's out the front of the airlock.
Do you mean so that the entire base switches off if no one's inside?
What? Oh, I mean so that the automatic light comes on in front of the door when it's dark, but the lights are always on inside.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I could absolutely do that. I could move this one and do some proper lighting in here. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I was thinking of lifting the ceiling in here once I've got the greenhouse moved over and making this into a more of a open feeling space. But I want to connect up to the greenhouse and such first. Looks too bright. In daytime, a little bit, maybe. These aren't. I feel like if I just have light on one side of the hallway, it'll look weird. And I don't think there's any way to dim the lights. Which is unfortunate. But it is what it is. I don't know if there is a way you can dim the lights. Power lock on required power. Yeah, there's no logic to make them dimmer. Unfortunately. They're quite simple. And to color them, I don't even know if these ones aren't colorable. So, and LEDs are ugly. Like, look at that. Blech.
Is there any resources I need to mine? Because I'm just waiting for the deep mine to get around to the bedrock. It's going to take a while.
And where's the LED? I don't know. Capac might know.
Capac has been rather quiet for a while.
Huh? What are you talking about? What might I know?
Is there anything I need to be mining? Because I
Yeah.
don't really have something to do while I wait for the deep miner to hit the bedrock.
We're out of gold.
Okay.
Yeah, you can color LEDs, but you can't color regular lights, so spray painting them grey just changes the model color. It doesn't actually change the light. Tried it earlier, just because I felt like trying it. I agree, Zoran. If anyone finds a mod that gives the LED functions to regular lights, I would totally use it. But yeah, grey didn't seem to make any difference. I'll try a coloured spray paint and see if they do take on the colour, because then maybe black might be darker than grey. Okay, so they do take on the colour. But grey wasn't dark enough. Maybe. Maybe. Capac, you're not downstairs, are you?
Nope.
Okay. What colors do we have? Oops, that's the wrong key. I think the options are grey or black. So we'll try black and see how dark the lights go when I paint them black. Oh, Kabak has been working on trading.
Yep.
You've... Cool. Cool. I think I'm going to get away with the tiny bit of spray painting in the base because the base is so big and there's so little pollutant that I think it just gets deleted. So I think I'm semi-cheesing it. So Capac, I'm assuming you're just going for a little 3x3 trader, nothing fancy?
Yeah, seems like a good place to start.
Yeah, we'll get enough seeds to get better stuff. No, Capac's not going to build out this space. He doesn't care. I think he actually likes this place feeling a bit like a cave. Is that true, Capac?
It's rustic.
There we go. All right. That was probably a lot more than I needed to make for paint. Whoops. I would be surprised if Capac blows up the furnace again. Genuinely. I think he's done most of the dangerous stuff. If he does any redesigns, then maybe. But as it is, I don't think so. Okay, let's turn my suit light off. Let's see if this ends up any different. Can I tell? I turn that off, and turn that off, and turn that off. So, we have our black light, which is that bright. And we have our white light, which to me looks identical. I don't feel like there's any difference. I don't think black and grey are changing the light brightness at all. I'm not sure I want to go for brown or khaki, which are probably the... Could go blue, maybe? How does blue look? Is blue going to be really off-putting? I don't think the black has any less glare to it. Look at the size of the glare splotches, and they are identical right to left. There's no difference. Because remember, the left side one is the one that's been painted black, not the right. Wait, was it the right? Maybe the right does look a little less bright. Maybe the actual white spot, the glare spot, looks less bright? Oh, now I'm confused. What have I done? What have I done? No, this is the painted one. Yeah, this is the one that's black. Because I can paint that one and I can't paint this one. So the black one, if anything, in this environment looks slightly more bright. Whereas obviously that is less bright. Blue is just not as in your face. but I feel it is doing some, it's achieving some very different aesthetics. Proper aquarium vibes. I don't hate this, actually. Because you can see in the tubes enough. And then you have the white lights in the regular rooms where you can space them out more appropriately. I kind of I don't mind this at all. Yeah. This is cool. Well, do you two want to come up and get home?
Yep. Oh, cool. My deep miner hit the bedrock.
Nightclub entrance vibes. Yeah, it does have nightclub entrance vibes. That is true. What are you going outside for, Capac?
Buzz.
I need you to come back.
Never.
No. Seriously, I need you to come back. Whoa. DeBras Kicker. Thank you so much for the 5,000 bits. Thank you very much. See unidentified flying cheese. I mean, what I could do is have multiples of these lights in the corridors, and we could have an IC10 that can switch which ones are on, so that we have a red alert and when something goes wrong and all the corridors go red. Which would be kind of cool. Like, if it detects anything bad in the atmosphere, all the lights go red. Because yes, there is a tiny amount of pollutant in the air now that I'm going to have to set up a filtration system for. Alright, Kamak, can you please come inside? Because we are going to have to wrap up this part of the stream here before we go and play a driving game to let you guys chill out / get angry at me for other reasons.
Cause even more chaos than we do in this game.
Yeah. Something like that.
And then I guess I could come back inside.
Jump, 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 jump on the potato. So, we have new cryo tubes. I haven't put lockers in there yet. I should probably quickly make a locker. Have a yellow alert for when Capac is about to blow by something. Thank you, Ashes. Thank you very much for the 1,000 bits. 1,000 rainbow unicorns.
Not a yellow alert, that's an orange alert.
Yeah. Probably don't want to put that under the light, actually. That's not a convenient spot.
What is this lighting?
It's fun.
It looks like we're going to investigate a corpse to figure out how the person was murdered.
We need some fun music to go with the fun lighting.
Alright, so we have 3 cryo tubes here. We're probably only ever going to use 2 of them. They won't heal you, but you've got lockers, so you can put all your stuff away. And you guys can hop in. We have safe for everybody.
Dang it, I've still got hours.
Because you still got, because you leave your tablet in your hand all the time. All right, Capac's in. TV, do you want to take the middle one? Press Q to exit. Just so that I can get both of you in the same screenshot, that's all.
Yeah. No, I'm losing consciousness.
No.
The sweet black screen.
Yes. All right. So that's it for Stationeers for this week. We'll be back with more next week. What we're going to be doing now is heading off to play some Busbound, as I got the opportunity to have a sponsored stream from them with these guys. So that'll be fun for all of us, and I thought this would be a nice way to give these two a little bit of not having to think so hard for the whole of the Monday stream.